Welcome to Monday. And a reminder that skiers, we got a fresh inch of snow this morning, fresh powder.
Yes.
And I had about 2 inches on top of my car this morning. I don't know if that was from where the wind blew it off the top of my house onto the car.
Maybe.
But
I had some snow on mine.
Morgan's Fork Road was slushy. And fortunately, as I was climbing the hill, I met the snowplow coming back, and he had laid down some grit to help me get to the top of that hill. So, yeah, it's still winter time, folks. See? Let's take a look at the forecast to let you know how to prepare for the coming week. We can tell you that we're going to have warmer temperatures on the way. As you see here, we'll have highs today around freezing, mostly cloudy conditions for us. In fact, we had, a 6 or 7 inch snowdrift in front of our door here at the studios. Got that shoveled out of the way. But a little bit of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. We'll warm up into the high 30s. And then Wednesday, sunshine and a high about 50. So happy to see that back at it again. But a good bit of rain fell late. Storms across central and south central Ohio, and that prompted some flash flood warning over the weekend. But that has turned into a little bit of snow and wind and everything for you today. And I saw 3 snowplows on the way in. So they're out there doing
They're doing their due diligence.
You betcha. You betcha. All right, coming up in a moment to look at what's making news for us on this Monday. Is this the last Monday of the month?
What is it, the 23rd? Yeah,
23rd,
it is.
It is, because we're in the short month of February.
Yes, we are.
All right, so news and sports and more coming up in just a bit. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. If you're looking for, maybe that furnace broke down over the weekend. Maybe our power went out over the weekend for about an hour. If you are in what's the word I'm looking for? If you're in the need, if you're in the want and desire of a home generator, they can take care of that through Generac. And I think market was the word I was looking for.
I thought you were trying to find polar vortex or something.
No. I was thinking about finding yourself in need of. So if you're in the market for maybe a new furnace, maybe you want to get a heat pump, maybe you want to get something else, you can find all that through our friends at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and they do plumbing as well. Your trusted comfort advisor. When you click on this ad, anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, it takes you to their website, and that is Accurate, HVAC.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Just from a small age, I've always wanted to be a nurse. I never have wanted to be anything else. My mom is a nurse, my older sister's a nurse, and my baby sister's a respiratory therapist, so just wanted to help people When we see a patient recover and thrive and walk out of here, I'm excited, I'm giddy, and I'm happy and proud to be a part of the team that helped make that happen. Being a part of the Adena community makes it feel it's like family. We're all about teamwork. We're just as much family in here as we are out of here, to be honest. We hang out a lot outside of the hospital as well as a group. My at-home life, I'm outdoors, especially in the summer. Anything outdoors and do with water, kayaking, boating, swimming. We love to go camping, anything with wheels and mud. I'm just a big outdoors person. I love working at Adena because I get to wake up every day and come help people get better, to improve their life, improve their health, and hopefully get them to go home to be with their families. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I do.
Where are we?
We're right here. People just can't see us. Oh, now they can.
We're also on littermedia.com, and that's where you can find a lot of beneficial news that you can use, as well as links to all of our social media sites like X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and Litter Media Radio. Following all these things, it's a great way to keep updated on good news that's happening in Southern Ohio.
Had a lot of sports over the weekend, and that really dominated our website over the weekend, but we still have plenty of news on there for you to take a look through and peruse as well. As a part of Black History Month, our friends at the Ross County Historical Society is featuring the remarkable lives of Black Chillicothians, including this lady here, Nancy Wilson. Wilson was a 3-time Grammy Award winner, born here in Chillicothe on February 20th of 1937. Her talent was obvious as she sang in church choirs, and at the age of 15, she won a talent contest and earned a regular spot on a television show. What followed was an award-winning recording career that spanned 5 decades. Spent a lot of time in New York City, also over into Hollywood with what they were doing there. The Emmy Award-winning television show found a place for her to really show her talents. As an actress, she appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show, Carol Burnett, Merv Griffin, Arsenio, along with the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, The Cosby Show, Moesha, and among others. She retired in 2011, giving her last performance where it all began, right here in Ohio. Of course, she was here as the Grand Marshal for the bicentennial of the Northwest Territory Parade back in, that would have been 1996. And that was my opportunity to get to visit with Nancy Wilson. And she was riding in an open carriage, and Mike and I were emceeing the parade right there at Paint and Main Street. And we had the wireless microphones at the time, so Mike was landlocked up there on the stage. I climbed up into the carriage, and we had a little interview going down down Main Street.
That's fun.
And beautiful lady. She was very elegant, and she, even at her later age, she was very nice and just had a great way of carrying herself and made you feel like you knew her forever.
Yeah.
But played some of her music when we were in the Columbus area, and a number of people remember her up there, certainly. And, of course, here in Chillicothe, there's Nancy Wilson Way. You know where that is?
I don't know where that is. Where is that?
That's over there where BP and that area is, going into the back where the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau is.
Okay, I got you.
Christopher Conference Center and all that. That's Nancy Wilson Way. She passed away in 2018, so we lost her here just a few years ago at the age of 81. And on that tombstone, it says, Nancy Wilson, a lady with a song. And now
that she was.
She's up in heaven singing as well.
Yeah. The city of Circleville is gearing up for its summer movie series at Ted Lewis Park, and they want to know what residents want to see. Lots of residents have already commented, made their voices heard, and recommended movies like The Sandlot, The Goonies, E.T., and other family-friendly classics.
Young Frankenstein.
I saw a lot of people saying The Sandlot, and I think that's just about a perfect choice.
It is for kids, no question there.
Yeah, so this is definitely a summer series that you and your family would want to check out if you are near the Circleville area this summer.
And if you want to weigh in, that's in our Facebook news feed here, so you can go there and check that out and type in Young Frankenstein.
Don't do that. It's whatever.
The Pickaway County Visitors Bureau is hosting a series of community conversations about the future of agriculture called Where Are We Going? The kickoff event will be held Tuesday, March 3rd, so you got a week away, That'll be 5:30 to 7 at the Heritage Hall at Pickaway County Fairgrounds. And also additional sessions will be offered Thursday, March 5th up in South Bloomfield. I believe that's going to be in the Village Park recreation area that they have there. And also Monday, March 9th over in Williamsport, which is probably going to be at the fire rescue station that you and I saw that they had just completed here a couple of years ago.
Yes. The Ohio Department of Public Safety Division of EMS has released the SFY 2026-2027 EMS Priority 1 and Supplemental Grant Applications. Grant applications will only be available in electronic format and must be submitted online through the EMS Grant Manager system. All 2026-27 Ohio EMS grant applications are available as of February 1st, and they're due by April 1st by 5 p.m.
We are less than a month away from spring, and the Ohio Department of Commerce Division of Real Estate and Professional Licensing is highlighting some last-minute steps homeowners can take to maximize interest and value in the event they're considering selling their home during the upcoming busy home buying season. You've got a full list of helpful tips in the article on our website. Just go to littermedia.com.
Adena Health has shared some photos of the progress on the new hospital in Fayette County. The 65,000 square foot facility slated to open in 2027 is being built on the existing Adena Fayette Medical Center campus. Fulfilling a promise to the community made when the hospital joined Adena in 2021, the new Adena Fayette Medical Center will offer a broad range of services and patient-focused enhancements, ranging from expanded specialty care and robotic-assisted surgeries to an on-site pharmacy and increased comfort and privacy for patients and visitors alike. To learn more about the new Adena Fayette Medical Center, including project timelines, videos, answers to frequently asked questions, and donor opportunities, you can visit adena.org/Fayette.
It's going to give them a lot more room, it looks like.
Yeah.
Almost 3 times the size that it was. So that's very cool. Congratulations, and our friends at Adena Health.
Yes.
That's a look at news. On the other side, we'll have sports for you. Can we start with USA, USA, USA?
I think we just did.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do that later.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, oh, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
USA, USA, USA. The Olympics. Team USA men's hockey team won the last gold medal of the Winter Olympic Games in 2026. A 2-1 win in sudden death overtime.
A total of 12 gold medals. That's the most ever for the Americans in the Winter Games.
Take that, other countries.
Canada suffered defeat in both the men's and the women's hockey. How about that?
How about that?
You know, one thing I like is the Columbus connection with both. You've got a number of Ohio State players who were involved in some fashion with the women's side. You had the gal, the Phillips girl from Athens, who's one of the backup goalkeepers. And then you've got Zach Rowinski, who's with the Blue Jackets, on here. We can root for him despite him being a Michigan graduate, but still, he's Columbus now.
Yes.
And great connections there. Cami Granado, I think, was one of the girls back in the 92 or somewhere around there when they first got a gold medal. And she was part of the Ohio State connection, too. So really cool. And I think they had 12 Buckeye women who were either current Buckeyes or graduates that were skating for the 4 teams that were in the Final Four.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
The NHL will resume play on Wednesday. The Blue Jackets are back at it in Boston on Thursday, and then they'll be back home on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. The Haynes Total Healthcare High School scoreboard was busy over the weekend with all kinds of high school tournament results.
And I've got that right here for you. Girls basketball D5 district semifinals. Portsmouth was a winner over Adena 73-19. Also winners were New Adams, Fairland, Portsmouth West, Piketon, Eastern Brown, and Amanda Clear Creek. In the D6, it was West Jefferson taking Bern Union 40-36. And in the D7, it was Fairfield Christian beating Newark, Fairfield Catholic over Liberty Christian, and Millersport beating Danville 48-43. In boys basketball, Saturday in the Shack, Lynchburg Clay took West Union 55-43, and in the SOC2, it was Eastern Pike getting a win over Western 70-39. And there's some more tournament action on there from your Friday. You can find all of that on our website, littermedia.com. Just go to Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard.
Was that one Fairfield Catholic you said? Was it Fairfield Catholic or Christian? I want to make sure I didn't make a typo there because the Catholic school in Fairfield County is Fisher Catholic.
Fisher Catholic.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
It was right under Fairfield Christian, so I was mixing them.
Gotcha.
That's my bad.
Tournament games continue tonight, and that includes the Uniota Shermans Division III. Lady Shermans will be taking on Sheridan over at Logan High School tonight. That'll be at 7 p.m. D6 action over at Southeastern, so if you want to go see some basketball tonight, not too far to drive over to see Lynchburg Clay play Federal Hocking, and that'll be at 6:15, followed by Lucasville Valley and South Webster. Boys D4 games get underway tonight at 7 p.m. All of these are at 7, and they will be at the higher seed schools. So that includes McLean at Logan Elm, Westfall at Meigs, New Lexington at Fairfield Union, Vinton County at Gallia Academy, and we'll be broadcasting tonight from Waverly as River Valley comes to take on the Waverly Tigers, and we'll get things underway about 6:50 or so later on this evening. The District 14 High School Basketball Coaches Association announced its all-district boys basketball teams yesterday. The players of the year in Division III co-players, Adam Guthrie from Miami Trace and Jack Howland from Hillsboro. And D4, Cole Nungester of Circleville. D5, Zane Trace's Gunnar McCullough. D6, Will Kegley of Portsmouth West. And D7, Bryson McClintock of South Webster. The coaches of the year, D3, our buddy Ben Ackley over at Miami Trace. Our friend Evan Callahan up at Circleville. Longtime coach at Eastern Brown, Rob Buechler, Division 5 Coach of the Year. Josh Ari over at Peebles, the D6 Coach of the Year. And co-coaches of the year in D7, Larry Howell at Portsmouth Clay and Quentin Williams at Fairfield. The assistant coaches of the year, we all know Nick Easterday of the Unioto Shermans. He's in there. Eugene Collins, who used to be the head coach at Portsmouth. He's now an assistant coach, but he also worked at the prison here at CCI for a number of years. Michael Walls of Peebles, all your assistant coaches of the year. Officials of the year, Dave Hopkins. You see him on the photo here on the screen, and Keith Throckmorton, both good guys. In District 14 Hall of Fame inductees, Linda Hatton from Lynchburg Clay, Cindy Driggs of Unioto and St. Trace fame, Matt Hoops of Unioto, and our buddy sports editor Paul Boggs, who's now the sports editor of the Ironton Tribune. Congratulations to all those folks. I got the email when I got home from church yesterday. Took me a while to put all that together, and so you can see everything that you have right there at littermedia.com.
Yeah, we also saw some district swimming results. Athens girls finished 5th in the D2 district swim meet at OU, with swimmers advancing to the state tournament. Unfortunately, none of our swimmers from Pickaway, Ross, and Fayette County advanced to the swim meet. Also in wrestling, Hamilton Township won the Mid-State League Wrestling Tournament on Saturday. Bloom Carroll got 2nd, Logan Elm 3rd, followed by Amanda Clear Creek. Fairfield Union, Circleville, Liberty Union, Miller Sport, and Byrne Union.
We wanted to put together a story on that, but I just ran out of time yesterday. I couldn't get it together. Chillicothe has two state champions in the annual Elks Hoop Shoot held in Newark Saturday. 3-time state champion. And there she is. She is our 2004 Player of the Year. Remember?
2024.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she was just a twinkle in Mommy and Daddy's eye in 2004. Ainsley Weaver is who we're talking about. And newcomer Gigi Trotter. Both headed to the regional tournament in South Bend, Indiana, March 14th. And Trotter is the 8 to 9-year-old winner. And Weaver, the 2024 national champ, won the 10 to 11-year-old division on Saturday. Also competing in Newark Saturday were Chillicothe's Sky Martin, who finished 3rd among the 12 to 13-year-old girls, and Ian Huffer, 4th place finisher in the 10 to 11-year-old boys division. You might remember his daddy, Eric Huffer, former high school basketball coach at Chillicothe High School. Congratulations to those kids. Trotter and Weaver will compete against the state champions from Indiana and Michigan, with the regional winners advancing to the 2026 National Elks Hoop Shoot competition in Chicago. And that'll be April 16th through the 19th.
The Ohio State women took USC yesterday, 88 to 83. UCLA has wrapped up the regular season Big Ten championship, but OSU can earn a 2nd place finish by winning their final 2 regular season games. They're hosting Michigan on Wednesday night, and they're at Michigan State next Monday, followed by the Big Ten tournament.
Buckeye men unfortunately fell to Michigan State yesterday, 66-60 the final there. Ohio State heads to Iowa Wednesday night, and I did see over the weekend Brandon Knoll still wearing a boot on his foot, but they say he might be back, from what we understand, for the postseason.
Well, that's good news.
So we're happy to hear that.
Yeah. Columbus Crew, they dropped their season opener at Portland 3-2. They'll face Sporting KC this Saturday. Is that Kansas City?
Yes.
Okay.
And Oklahoma City beat the Cavaliers yesterday, 121 to 113. The Cavs are back in Cleveland tomorrow night with the New York Knicks.
And that's sports.
A lot of it for you there.
Yes.
Monday's usually a big, long recap and everything. Here's something we haven't told you. Today begins spring practices for spring sports. So you've got your baseball, softball teams out there. They're getting ready.
It's a little cold for it today.
That's why they're doing a lot of that stuff indoors.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out there right now.
And they had college baseball, as we told you Friday, out at VA Memorial Stadium, as they always do. They usually have some type of college tournament that comes to play. So happy to see that up and running as well. All right. Coming up, this date in history.
Yes. But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service. reliable people. You can find out more on litterpropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time for This Date in History, and we rock back to 1978. The 20th Annual Grammy Awards taking place. Winners included that place where you can check in, but you can't check out. Hotel California. Record of the Year. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac wins Album of the Year. Barbra Streisand had the Song of the Year with Evergreen, the love theme from A Star is Born. And Debbie Boone wins for You Light Up My Life.
So Streisand and Debbie Boone both won Song of the Year.
How about that?
And that I looked through a list of Grammy winners, and that's the only time I saw this happen. So they must have been two pretty good songs.
They were. And that was Debbie Boone's biggest hit. Biggest hit. I don't think anybody knows her for any other song, unless it's a gospel song.
Well, it got her the Best New Artist win.
Yeah. And Barbra Streisand, of course, she's just a legend.
Yeah.
So
what's funny is Hotel California wins Record of the Year. I don't even think that's the best song on that album.
Yeah. It had a lot of songs on it.
New Kid in Town is the best.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
That's a good one. I'm trying to remember other particular songs. Was Life in the Fast Lane on that
That's
song?
on that one.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I like that one.
That one's good.
Hotel California was another good bathroom record. You could put that on and then run to the bathroom and then run right back, because it ran about 6.5 minutes, if I remember correctly. That's enough time to do your business, wash your hands, and then come back to the studio and catch your breath. The good old days of live radio back then. Also on this date in 1455, Gutenberg prints his first Bible.
And we don't know for sure that it was this day, but this is the day attributed to that. So this is when we celebrate the Gutenberg Bible.
You would think that maybe that would be documented somewhere via print.
Well, calendars change over the course of 600 years.
I see. So this will be according to the Gregorian calendar? Or?
Whatever he was using back in the day.
Okay. Well, they all kind of line up in some fashion.
Yeah.
Right? I think, don't they? I'm trying to think of like the Jewish calendar and the Chinese calendar, and they all kind of eventually catch up with one another. It seems, but it also seems like sometimes the Chinese New Year is.
I think that's going on right now, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, it's hard to follow.
I think it's the year of the horse.
Is it now?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Friday was Arabian Horse Day, so that.
There you go. You like that?
Happy little coincidence. Mm-hmm. Today, Monday, February 23rd, it's Banana Bread Day, Dog Biscuit Day, and Tile Day.
Don't get your banana bread mixed up with your dog biscuits.
No.
That wouldn't be good. You didn't do on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I forgot.
You want to do a quick review?
Sure, I'll go get them.
Okay. While he's going and getting that, we'll be on the air tonight about 6:50 from Waverly High School as the Waverly Tigers will take on River Valley. And first time I've seen a school from River Valley. a team from River Valley, I guess, because I know River Valley will come to Chillicothe every once in a while to participate in the swim meets, but I don't know that I've ever seen them in basketball before. So what did you have for us on Saturday?
On Saturday, it was grain-free day, sticky bun day, and red sock day.
I blew the grain-free day out. I had some flour tortilla things for dinner. Yeah. So that's gone.
I don't remember what I had for dinner. And on Sunday, it was California Day, Cook a Sweet Potato Day, Margarita Day, and Supermarket Employee Day.
I did not have a margarita.
I also didn't have a margarita. I didn't have a sweet potato.
No.
Didn't go to California.
No.
And I wasn't employed at the supermarket.
Aha. Gotcha. I'm glad we reviewed that list.
Yes.
I didn't want to leave anybody out, as it were. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have special guests in from Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center. As they celebrate Career Technology Education Month, which is just about to be complete. And reached out to our friends at Pike CTC, and we may be doing an interview with them a little bit later on as well.
Very cool.
But not here. We're going to go there because they've got a studio. Right. Yeah.
And for those of you wondering, Dan can go an entire show without noticing that I've shaved my beard.
Oh, I noticed that you shaved your beard.
Well, you didn't say anything.
I think people know.
Okay.
See that baby face?
Yeah.
You still held on.
My wife wanted it shorter, and instead of trimming it, this just seemed easier. So
sometimes it does happen that way. I used to use scissors, not having a razor to do it with, and it got to a point where I just messed it up totally. I was just shaving it off.
Yep.
So, because you can start over.
Yeah,
right?
you can.
Yeah. I can't start over elsewhere. I wish that was the case. All right, that's it for the program today. We're back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live right here on Litter Media.